Top of the fifth here at Jackson Field, all tied up at 1. Akron and Kent State, game 2 of a 3-game series. David Sunt up here with James Shell-Trown. JT Brubaker, the starter, doing the pitching for Akron, has given up 1 run and 4 hits in 4 innings so far. Riley Hawkins, the redshirt freshman center fielder, set to lead things off for the Golden Flashes. Hit on the ground to second, it's Lorenzo. 1 away here in the top of the 5th. 1 pitch, 1 out for Brubaker. Good start here this 5th inning. Gotta love those as a pitcher.
Yeah, it'll keep you going deep into the ball game here, and that's what we're going to need out of JT Brubaker. We got to save the bullpen. Josh Davis did a great job last night of coming in, doing a nice job and eating up some innings there as the game was a little bit out of hand.
Dylan Rosa, the leadoff hitter, the batter. 0-1 the count to the freshman. Brubaker had 63 pitches, 49 strikes. 0-1, grounded foul down the third base side, counted 0-2. Josh Davis did a very good job coming out of the bullpen yesterday. 3 scoreless innings. Worked around some trouble in the 7th and the 8th, and those are the spots that he might encounter, especially next week in the MAC tournament.
Right, if we're going to go deep into the MAC tournament, we got to have bullpen guys that come in and throw up zeros for us, just like Josh Davis did last night.
He throws quite hard, and he could strike out a lot of guys in a hurry.
He throws hard with movement. That's the key.
Gotta love that movement. 1-2 the count to Rosa. 1 out, top of the 5th, a 1-1 ball game. Here's the 1-2 from Brubaker. Taken low for a ball, and the count goes to 2-2. More importantly, though, like you alluded to, Davis saved the bullpen for the rest of this series. Here's the 2-2. Scored foul down the left field line. That ball was hooking. 2-2 the count. We got some rain here before the game, some light rain, and then it cleared up. Partly cloudy Friday afternoon. Glad that we could get this one in today. 2-2 the count. That ball just outside for ball 3. That was a close one, James.
Yeah, that was very close. It looked like it hit Brian Lee's right in the mitt, right where he set it up.
Here's the payoff pitch. Taken low for ball 4. First walk of the ball game for Brubaker. Zach Beckner, the sophomore second baseman, coming up to bat.
J2's done a very nice job of throwing strikes with his fastball, but I'd like to see him get back to commanding his off-speed pitches a little bit better here. He's fallen off of that a little bit. And if he wants to be successful, because Kent State, they can hit the fastball. It's obvious. They proved that yesterday, so we need to find that second and third pitch for JT Brubaker here.
Here's the first pitch to Beckner. Fastball pops foul down the right field side. 0-1 the count. How does he go about reestablishing those secondary pitches?
You have to get a feel, maybe in warm-ups, pre-game, focus on those pitches a little bit better, or a little bit more, and you know, in a game, just get a feel, just focus on that pitch, really focus on what you do best with that.
Dylan Rosa on first base. He's stolen 7 bases this season.
It's all about having a feel, though, with your second pitches.
Here's the 0-1. Taken low, and the count goes to 1-1. 1 out, top of the 5th, a 1-1 ball game. Final regular season series of the season. 72 pitches for Brubaker. Check on Rosa, and he dives back safely.
Caught him leaning there.
Brubaker has been paying close attention to the base runners in this game.
Yeah, I think that's something that the coaches and Brubaker have been focusing on today. Because yesterday they were overly aggressive on the bases and they took advantage of us. So that's something that they need to focus on today, and they're doing a better job of that.
What is the routine like for a starting pitcher on the day that pitcher is starting?
Oh, everyone's got a different routine, obviously. Each pitcher has to play their own game, so I don't know what JT does on a day-to-day basis when he goes to pitch. I know some guys like to laugh a little bit, joke around a little bit. You know, some guys like to be by themselves, listen to music, whatever gets them in the right frame of mind. Hey, go all for that.
1-1 the count on Beckner. Pitch in the dirt, count goes to 2-1. There's been a cosmetic adjustment to the field. The Z behind home plate looking really sharp. White Z with a blue outline.
Yeah, I love the look. I wish they would have established that years ago. It's a nice little look. Nice pick there by Jared Rohan as that one got a little bit away from JT Brubaker right there. No worries, though. His first baseman's got his back.
Jared Rohan, one of the Zips players that is going with the shorter hair. He got a haircut recently along with John Valek and Pat Dyer. Runner going, and that one tapped foul. 2-2 the count.
Seen a lot of hit and run early by Kent State in this ball game.
Well, like we talked about before, runs are going to be tough to come by. Jeff Duncan, the second-year head coach for the Golden Flashes, showing that he's not afraid to be aggressive.
And not afraid to roll the dice, that's for sure.
2-2 the count on Beckner. One out, top of the fifth, Rosa on first. Brubaker's been keeping a close eye on him. Rosa on the move.
Hit and run, plays
hit on the ground to short, and Remblack can't corral it. Goes into left field. Rosa goes to third, and he's in there safely, and Beckner takes second. Alert base running there by Zach Beckner. An error on Remblack, and that puts two guys in scoring position with just one out. Good job by Kent State to stay out of the double play, and Remblack just couldn't field that one cleanly. Two errors on that play. One to Remblack, and then another one given to Chris Simonton. Big spot here for JT Brubaker. Runners on second and third, and Sawyer Pohl and the number 3 hitter at the plate.
A situation like that with the ball coming slowly into Chris Simonton's glove, he needs to make sure that he keeps that runner off second base there with one out. He's got to go to second with that one. Going to third is not the right play, and bad things like that will happen. So you gotta make sure you keep the play in front of you when you gotta make the smart play. Not that you don't want to play with your heart as much as your head in a situation like that, because oftentimes you just see that guy taking off for third and you want to gun him down. You have confidence in yourself, that's great, but you need to make sure that you make the smart play and keep the double play intact.
Instead of first and third, it's second and third for Kent State. One out, top of the fifth, and the number 3 hitter Poland at the plate, who's 0 for 2 today. He struck out swinging in the third with a couple guys on. Here's the 0-1. Taken low for ball one. Rick Remblack told us the keys to the series on Wednesday. Score when you have guys on base and play good defense. One and one the count on Poland. Here's the 1-1. Fastball low for ball 2. Rosa on third, Beckner on second. Jared Rohan stands on the edge of the infield grass. Here's a 2-1. Check swing, strike called. 2-2 the count. Brubaker could really use a strikeout here.
Yeah, and that was a really nice pitch. He threw that curveball with confidence there, and he snapped it off right in front of a pole in there. Caught him guessing. He was looking fastball. He would have been a little late in pulling the trigger.
2-2 the count, one out, top of the fifth. A 1-1 ball game. 2-2 swing and a miss for strike 3. Nasty curveball there by Brubaker. 5th strikeout of the afternoon. 2nd time he's gotten Poland.
And that's what you want to see out of JT Brubaker right there, having confidence in that curveball because it is so effective. It's got a ton of movement. It's got sharp break, and he can be really effective. If he just works fastball, curveball, he can take him deep into a ball game. He had it going early. I'd like to see him, maybe get back to what he was focusing on earlier and what was making him so successful.
Zarley Zaleski, the third baseman's the hitter. Big spot for the cleanup hitter with 2 outs. He's 0 for 6 in this series and has only reached base once. That's after he got hit by a pitch in the 7th by Josh Davis. First pitch taken low for ball 1. Look, you're going to have guys who make mistakes in the field, but sometimes you need the pitcher to pick them up, and that's an opportunity here for Brubaker.
Those things happen, but what JT Brubaker's done is he's kept his head on straight. You know, he hasn't let those errors really affect him because he knows his team's going to need him to go deep into this ball game. It's a 1-1 ball game. You have runners on second and third right now. We had 1 out, and he got the big strikeout like he needed to. Now his defense has got to pick him up here and make the play for him because he's going to throw his pitches. He's going to throw quality pitches right here for him. So be ready. Expect the play to come to you. You got to want the ball.
1-0 pitch taken low for ball 2. Dylan Rosa, the freshman, on third. Zach Beckner, the sophomore, on second. 1 run on 4 hits for Kent State. No errors for the Golden Flashes. A run on 2 hits for Akron, but 3 errors for the Zips, including 2 errors in this inning. But Brubaker an out away from getting back in the dugout. Here's a 2-0. Taken low for ball 3. If there's one guy in this lineup you want to pitch around, it's this guy right here.
Yeah, he's had an incredible season so far. He's dangerous. See, going to the intentional walk down 3-0 here. Don't need to waste any more pitches. It doesn't affect you putting the runner on first base here. He gives you outs at all bases. You know you have to take care of the next guy either way.
Intentional walk to Zaleski. Loads up the bases. Tommy Monnett, the senior first baseman, has also had a good year, but not hitting as well as Zaleski. Monnett at .261 with 6 homers and 22 RBIs. Zaleski entered today hitting at .355. Kyle Smith, the second-year assistant coach and pitching coach, out to talk with Brubaker.
Yeah, they're just going to visit the scouting report right here on Monnett. They're going to talk about what JT does well and how he's been effective so far against him. And as you can see over there, Kent State head coach Jeff Duncan over there talking to Monnett right now, just reminding him, hey, this is what he did to you last time. You know, this was his out pitch on you last time. So they're playing some mind games out there. This is baseball.
Chess game right here, I guess you could say.
Yeah, quite a chess game going on right now.
Brubaker at 83 pitches, 57 for strikes. 5 strikeouts, 2 walks. Has given up a run on 4 hits. Huge spot in this ball game here. Bases loaded for the Golden Flashes with 2 outs in the top of the 5th inning. Tommy Monnett 0 for 2 in this ball game. He struck out swinging in the 2nd. First pitch fouled off the leg of Monnett. Chuck Adya, the home plate umpire, said foul ball. Big first strike there for Brubaker.
Yeah, that fastball got in on the hands of Monnett right there. That's good location by JT Brubaker, having the confidence to go inside on a senior Monnett.
0-1 the count. Rosa on third, Beckner on second, Zaleski on first. 1-1 ball game, top of the 5th inning. It's the number 5 hitter, Tommy Monnett, at the plate. Here's the 0-1. Popped up. Right side of the infield. Foul ground. Jared Rohan snatches it to retire the side. What a job by Brubaker to work around trouble in the 5th. All tied up at 1 as we go to the bottom of the 5th on GoZips.com.